guys, welcome to Buckscore's Public Pursuit Episode 4. You know, it's now November, which is a magical time for any whitetail deer hunter in most of the United States, specifically here in the Midwest where we're at. You know, November started off really warm, temperatures in the mid-70s to even lower 80s, stuff that we're not real accustomed to in November, but more of early October. And Tuesday brought some great news. My wife Emily and I are expecting our first baby, and it's going to be a boy. So it's very exciting for us. And normally on a mid-70s degree day with 25-mile-an-hour winds, I'd never head to the stand. But being that I was kind of on cloud nine already, I decided to take off, head to the stand, and see if we could get the job done. Well, guys, it's November the 1st. And as you can hear, it is windy out. We're probably dealing with 20 to 25 mile an hour winds right now. And it's hot. It's in the lower to mid 70s. Not what you expect for the beginning of November, maybe the beginning of October. But we're getting close to that point where the rut's going to be on. Tonight was kind of going to be a wash. I mean, with this wind and warm, I just don't think deer are going to really be moving. We do have a front coming in tomorrow afternoon. We may get deer on their feet this afternoon. Definitely should get deer on their feet in the morning, but again, it's going to be windy. So what we did is we kind of threw out all of our normal game plans of going to our cameras where we've only seen a few shooter bucks there in the last 4 days. Still it's dark. They're getting close between 4 and 6 a.m. So we came down to the creek bottom and figured if deer are rutting or moving this afternoon, they're going to have to come for water because it's so hot. So that's our game plan, is trying to catch them coming out of this thick bedding area and these thick cedars we have up on this hillside behind us. We've got a high wall right here to our right hand side that kind of pinches them down, and another high wall that goes up this way. So we're kind of at a point where if a deer is going to come out of one of these thickets and come across, they've got to come by us. So I don't know, we're just going to hang tight. It's 4:25 right now, so we've got a good 2 hours of hunting left, and who knows, maybe we'll get lucky. Well, it was 5:30, and finally I look up and see this mature doe heading right down to the creek, perfect into my shooting lane. Now, if you've ever watched a mature doe in high winds, she's one of the most skittish creatures on the face of the earth. Every little movement, she's got her ears going back and forth, she's got her nose up in the air, and her eyeballs are going back and forth constantly, trying to pick up movement to see if there's danger around. Well, after watching her for about 40 minutes, she finally commits and comes behind the tree. Now, this is something I wasn't ready for. I had to swing the camera around the tree to get in position. Once she got to about 20 yards, I went into full draw. And what happened next? It's just the perils of self-filming. I somehow bumped the camera and slid it over just a tad to where she was out of frame. and she crashed over there, so, oh my God, I don't know. I'm shaking. Man, I just don't know if I got her on tape. Well, we're gonna get backed up here and get down and get that arrow. I thought I heard her crash right there. She went right into that creek, and I thought she crashed. That was awesome. Yeah. Could be our first public land down. Alright guys, well, we definitely smashed that doe because we're pretty much right at point of impact and we got blood. There's my arrow. There's my arrow. Alright. Oh yeah. That's what we're talking about. Once we found her, we were just looking to get her out of there because we were really anticipating some good rutting activity over the next few days. So we got her up to the truck, and that's where we did our post-hunt interview. Well guys, I'm not sure how this is going to turn out, but we got ourselves a big mature doe tonight on public land here in Missouri. This is our first kill on Buckscore's Public Pursuit, and I can't even tell you if we got the kill shot on. We filmed her the whole way coming in, and then it seemed like right at the last moment something happened. I bumped the camera, I guess, with the bow when I was in full draw, and I don't know if we got it or not. We'll have to look, but regardless, I'm real happy. You know, we've worked really hard so far this year. It's November the 1st, and tonight was one of those nights that I didn't think anything was going to happen. Really warm, really windy, and it definitely had her spooked. But we stayed still in the stand, stayed persistent, and about 6:20 we were able to make a great shot on this mature doe. So really happy. I found out today that my first child that's going to be born in March is going to be a little boy, and so even though we don't have a name picked out, I'm dedicating this mature doe on public land to him, and hopefully someday his daddy can take him out, and I'll be sitting next to him when we're talking about his first big doe kill on public land of the year. So great start. We'll be looking for that buck. Just awesome. So had a good angling shot on her. Really happy. I'm just gonna get out. It was 9:25 when I shot.